Hey everyone, it has been a while, 2 months I think. I am sitting here in my living room floor. I have my phone connected to my cat's cat tree because I've just got some beautiful sun coming in and I just wanted my planner to be in the sun really more than anything. I enjoyed my time away. I did a lot of reflecting, a lot of just a lot of really good mental work. And in between all of that, ended up in rings again. So in November of almost every single year, I end up going to rings because it's a flexible system. It's easy to use. I almost always then switch back out of rings and go to a traditional planner. But this time I just kind of stuck. I ended up in a Moterm personal size that was too thin or too narrow for me. So then I ended up printing off some HP mini inserts that worked relatively well. And then I ended up trying the personal wide size, bought a Moterm personal wide, realized that I loved the way that planner felt in my hands more than I did the Moterm personal. And then Tania, one of my really dear friends, was selling her Gillio. I've never had a Gillio before, and I really wanted to make sure before I spent the money on it that I was going to stick in the system. Of course, now that I'm putting that out in the world, I will probably switch systems like tomorrow. But this is the Cloud Personal Wide Gillio, and I just love it so far. I'm going to try really hard to do this with my cat here. I do have a sticker album in the back pocket. I've got some Avery repositional tabs here, cloth and paper, transparent sticky notes, and then some more Coffee Monsters Co. stickers, 4mm transparent dots, and then just more stickers here. And then I found that, so this is all from my personal planner. This is the Lauren Phelps design page. I don't know what this is called. Bookmark thing. Anyways, I just really liked it. And then I have some sticker paper that is also a personal sized that I just put in here. These are from Handy Forms. This is a personal wide size from Handy Forms. It's 120 GSM paper. I'm basically just kind of using it as an inbox of sort. And then this bookmark here is from Moxie Life. And so I've just got several pages of that. This is just my, I've got to do it at some point, but I just don't know what day and week I'm going to do it type of thing. And then my system is, this is SMPlans. This is a HP mini page. And so you can see the HP mini is a little bit more narrow than a personal wide, but also a little bit taller than a personal wide. But this is just my future log. So this is each quarter. And then I just have all the things that I've got planned. So what I do from here is I take all of this stuff. It's not in numerical order. I just write things down as it pops up. And then from here, I'll put it in my actual monthly calendar. And then with SMPlans, this is also, by the way, the Kokio printer paper. It's a really nice thin paper, and because I have a lot of stuff in here, it just works really well. It just doesn't add a bunch of bulk. Excuse me, kitty. And then the SMPlans inserts come with all of a goal setting system. And so I just have the dashboard here. I was going to leave it out, but I ended up putting all of my goals on this side. And then we have the goals that SMPlans did for her inserts here. And then you've got your priorities, your 3 boxes, tasks, and notes. I'm using this for my work side. This is what the dated monthly inserts look like. Again, this is the HP mini size, but it fits perfectly in a personal wide agenda. And so I took all of my future log stuff from here and then laid it out. My brain prefers this type of layout instead of a vertical monthly layout because I have a very, very distinct system. So basically what I do from here is I look at the week and then I plan my week, and then I'll kind of go over that probably in a different video of like how my system actually works for me. January reflections are built into Sandy's inserts, and then I chose the inserts to have the breaks in between instead of being continuous with all the weeks, because I like my months up at the front and then my weeks in the back. I have the Aura Estelle skinny tabs put on here, and I actually used the Lauren Phelps design page marker book. I don't remember what this is called. They have the tabs here, and since the personal wide is almost the exact same height as the personal page, that's what I did. So I just use that as a tab guide. And so I've got all of my months up at the front, and then after that I have got all of my weeks. And so my weeks, I actually started my rings in November, and I was just using some other inserts, and then I was just using plain inserts and actually bullet journaling in it. And then Sandy came out with these inserts, and I was just completely obsessed with it because I loved the way the lists worked. With this, I tried to do something similar to a Moxie Life setup, and it worked okay, but I didn't love it in my rings because I don't use, this is just my personal stuff, and I didn't have a section for, I don't need a section for work in here. But this is my first week in Sandy's inserts, and then I did choose the horizontal. So basically I have all of my time sensitive things here, my day specific things here, gratitude, just my bullet journal system of, you know, things that we did and books that I finished and stuff like that. And then reflections are built in, and then I ended up changing the way I did my lists. And so I did my lists this way with errands, Club Moxie, must do, want to do, habits, and then just extras. And I had some blank spaces, which I wasn't too concerned about. This is the next week in January. I ended up using this section instead of this week list because I had all my lists here. I just ended up using this section as a weekly recap. Again, reflections, and then additional lists, errands, habits, cleaning, must do, calls, want to do, and then weather tracking. We hit some record lows, and so I just thought it would be fun to track that weather. Again, another weekly spread. This is today, so this is this week here. And then my reflections here, and then my lists for this week are pretty minimal. I'm trying something a little bit different just as far as trying to tackle less during the week, because I've realized that work right now is just really hard, and this is how I have my next week set up. So I basically have the first quarter printed in my ring system. So I just have up until the beginning of April. This is a meal planner list from Planner Room Shop. It has your meal plan here and then your grocery list here. And then I've been using those for the past couple of weeks. And then this is just from the Cloth and Paper sub. I put it in here. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to use it or not, but here's just kind of like the suggested, it's called the Journey Jotter. They suggest using it for goals, like listing your goals here, when, where, why, notes. I think what I'm planning on doing it is actually using it to track all of my rowing. So I'm going to write the date, the time I did, how many meters I did, and then calories I burned, and then any additional notes down there. I think that's what I'm going to do with these. So I just threw those in there just because why not? And then I have Sandy's books to read tracker here. My goal is 50 books. I have SMPlans monthly tracker. I just have all of my monthly house chores that are written down. And then I have SMPlans tracker for this. This is everything that I want to do in a day. I actually, like, full disclosure, I put this in yesterday, so I'm trying to backtrack a lot of it. It's not going to work, so I'm just going to start it in February. This is February's side. I haven't listed anything yet. And then these are just the Avery repositional tabs that I started using for, like, basically all of my bookmarks because I don't want dividers. And then I've got one page for each month here. These are some more handy forms, notes, just lined note pages. I've got another, so this back section is just all finances. Again, handy forms. This is just their dot grid. And then I have a another bookmark thing, divider, whatever those are called. And that's it. Pen loop, single pen loop. This is actually a lot more narrow than I thought that it would be, but it does have elastic on it, so it seems to work just fine. But yeah, so far it's just a really super simple, easy, I mean, it is quite heavy. It's still going with me everywhere as of right now. It's still my everyday carry, but I just wanted to kind of share and let you guys know so far what I'm using. I'm very happy with it so far. Like I said, I've been in this for a couple of months, and then I'm just kind of slowly evolving my system. I'm going to do another video in a little while just about how I actually plan and what my system is and the order I go in when I plan my week. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys what I was using since it's been a couple of months since I've been on here. I hope everybody has been well. If you have any questions about anything that you saw, if I didn't say what shop it was, I will do my best to remember what it was. So basically it's just Handy Forms, SMPlans, this is Cloth and Paper, SMPlans, and then a ton of stickers. Yeah, so that's it. But I just wanted to do a real quick ramble video. I hope that you guys are well, and I will see you next time.